SAMANTSES.
It's the semantics.
You'll find crochet tutorials.
It's the semantics.
For your favorite superheroes.
It's the semantics.
We'll make your awesome card home decor.
It's the semantics.
American English doesn't have to be a bore.
It's the semantics.
With semantics, antics, and more.
It's the semantics.
Hi guys, it's Samantha Goodheart with thesemantics.com and thesemantics.etsy.com. Today I want to talk to you about what I do to get good reviews on Etsy. Now, first of all, the most important thing that you need to do is provide excellent customer service, and you can do that in a number of ways. Now, when I first opened my Etsy shop, what I used to do was, not immediately, but very soon after I would get an order, I would message the customer, and I would first of all thank them for ordering from my shop and let them know that I appreciated it greatly. And then I would let them know when I would be shipping out their order, and this would vary all the time. You know, if I was working on other stuff or if I was away from home, I would just let them know, you know, it should be in the mail by Friday. And I would always use the keyword should, because if something were to happen where you couldn't get it out on time, you don't want to be at fault. So that is one thing to keep in mind. And aside from that, the last thing that I would put in that message is how soon it is expected to get to them. And I would always say, I usually ship first class, which normally would take X amount of days to get to you. And that is it for that message. I wouldn't include anything else. Now, in 2016, I started working full-time, and mind you, when I first opened my shop, I was just doing Etsy. So when I started working full-time elsewhere, I stopped doing that. I stopped sending those messages. I just didn't have time for it. And I meant messages. But when I stopped doing that, I stopped getting a lot of reviews. Or, you know, I stopped getting reviews as frequently. So now that I'm working full-time on Etsy again, that is going to be my main goal, to actually start doing that again, because it really did help. I have looked at my reviews and looked at the dates, and I got so many when I first started, and then it's like, And in a lot of those reviews, I would actually get customers saying like, oh, it shipped so quickly or whatever, and it wasn't that it was shipping so quickly, it was that I was letting them know exactly when it was going to be shipped, so they were expecting it when it should be there instead of waiting and waiting and waiting. So that is one thing that you want to keep in mind, that people like to know when their shit's going to be shipped. Now, another thing that I've been doing from the beginning, and I've had so many funny ones, but I just change it whenever I am done with the run of them, is thank you cards. So currently what I'm doing is buying blank cards, and that's something that I've been doing. At first I just used paper or cardstock or whatever it was, but lately I am buying blank thank you cards, and then on the front I stamp thank you, and on the envelope I stamp the person's name, and inside I have a little stamp that says thanks, handmade by the Semantics, blah blah blah, my tagline. And that goes inside of the card in this corner. Above that is where I put a little blurb, which I used to handwrite, but my hand started cramping up when I would get that far. So I hand wrote it, scanned it, and now I print them out. Those basically say, were you happy with your order? I'd love to see it in its new home. Leave a picture with your review and tag the Semantics on social media, blah, blah, blah. So that goes on that side. And then on this side, that's where I actually write the stuff. And my hand does get tired by the end, but it's worth it. So at the top, I make sure to put the person's name. And I say, thank you so much. Again, I am so appreciative, and yada yada. And then if there are any special instructions for whatever the item is, because I sell decals and shirts, which need instructions, then I'll let them know in there. And I'll also let them know if I have any products that are coming up that are either similar or related to what they had ordered. And I say, you know, stay tuned and all that stuff. And then the most important thing in this card, in my opinion, is the line, please let me know if you have any problems with your item. And I'll actually say what the item is. So say it's a dog tag. Please let me know if you have any problems with your dog tag. This is very significant because if you don't do this, they're more likely to put this in a review and say, oh, I couldn't apply it because of this factor and yada yada, when they should have messaged you to ask you how to do so. And this actually happened to me once. I had somebody order one of my gay pride decals with the little heart and the love inside of it. And my decals, where are they? I have a blue adhesive sheet with a grid on it. And I I include instructions, but sometimes people won't read them. So I include instructions and it says, you know, peel back the adhesive sheet. This person did not read the instructions and instead they cut around the heart and tried to apply it like that, and they messaged me. Mind you, this is a message, not a review, but they messaged me and basically said, I don't know what to do. The decal came with lines on it and I don't know how to get them off. And I messaged them back and I was like, that's the adhesive sheet. There should have been instructions. I'm so sorry. And then I explained what they should do and they messaged me back and everything was fine. But you basically want to tell them to message you first if they have any problems with anything, because that handwritten stuff is what they're most likely to read. So moving on, another thing that I include, and these are all things that people have mentioned in my reviews. I'm not just saying what I do, but these are things that people say like, oh, she even left a personalized note, and blah, 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 which, although I don't seem like it right now, I am very appreciative of that. I also include the packaging, which is it looks very cheap and silly. It's just made by me. I basically print the information on my business card onto cardstock and use that as a backing for my decals or whatever it is. And I have multiple sizes. And the last thing that I include, which is very important, is instructions. And those, this is one of the little things for the decals, and this is the applicator stick. That's another thing that goes with the instructions hand in hand. But the applicator stick to apply the decals, and then I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied. And the instructions for application. And then I have instructions for shirts and whatever. But this is basically where I have anything. It's very easy to get to, so it's very quick to make when you're getting your orders done. But over here I have the little inserts that I put into the cards. They're all different colors and I basically match it to whatever they ordered. So say they ordered a blue decal, I'll use a blue one. And somebody ordered a blue shirt, so that's what this is for. And then I have the cards and the envelopes and the product backings. And here I have gel pens, which I also use the same color for. And then underneath that I have all of the popsicle sticks for application. In this drawer I have my business cards and the little stamp letters so that I could stamp their names. I have the ink. And then I have coupons, which are magnetic business cards, and those I give to repeat customers, and they never expire. And that's another thing that's cool to some of my customers, I guess. But yeah, so point being, take care of your customers. Let them know that they're dealing with an actual person and not a robot just fulfilling an order, because that's what my customers seem to enjoy about buying on Etsy. So again, excellent customer service. That's all you need to do. Just be good, have quality products. That's another thing, but you know, that's really a given. And just be good to your customer. You know, my customers have said that they like going through Etsy because they know that they're dealing with a person and not just a robot. And also, it's personal with the thank you cards. They're not just another number to the seller. So, I hope that you take any of this into consideration. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, take care.
Samantics. Oh boy. That's fun. Let's see. Let's do that one more time.